Hi everyone, this is making this video finally to do the reflection of the 7-day challenge. The week has been over for a while. I've mentioned this a lot in the other videos that I did for those daily blogs, and the junk food part wasn't too bad, except on the weekends, or if people around me were eating it, but it wasn't too hard. The hardest thing for me really was the video, because I had to think about what I had to film or what kind of things I would say on the video that night. So a couple of nights you would have noticed, if you've been following, that I cheated. I just kind of put some random clips of my kid, there was one time I just didn't have, I should have planned ahead, and I didn't. So I realized I was going to run out of time that night. So again, I just had to put a random video up. So that was a bit of a letdown. I really wanted to do something with a purpose for every one of those videos, but a couple of them just really had no point. I just did it because I had to. I mean, it's really made me change the way I view YouTubers. I know I've already had, I knew it was hard work already from, I've watched a lot of YouTubers over the years, and some of them explain the kind of process and the schedule that they go through. So I know it's a lot of hard work, but I didn't know exactly how hard that would be. I mean, I was doing 1 minute, 1.5 minute videos, and besides one of them, I didn't need to edit anything, so all I did was pretty much film on my phone and then upload it off my phone. It was very easy, and yet it was very difficult to think of ideas and try to keep it consistent. Also, sometimes you have bad days, and you might not be in the mood because maybe something happens, or in your personal life, but you have to kind of grin and bear it and kind of go through that. And I'm sure a lot of those YouTubers, when you watch their videos, they're happy most of the time, or really positive most of the time, unless their persona they're showing is negative, grumpy, like a grumpy persona. But other than that, they have to stick to it, and it's really difficult. They really are entertainers. They have to put on a show every time. Regarding everybody else's challenges, some of you chose some really interesting ones, and I can't wait to read all the reflections and your journals. I'm about to do that as soon as I finish this video. I also have to check the Ghost Whisperer stuff, but yeah, it was I could see some of you in class who were trying to do it, and a couple of you slipped up. What I kind of noticed was the few of you who did slip up, it's absolutely fine that you did. But I don't know why. Maybe because some of the classmates kind of shamed you. Oh my gosh, it's raining a lot now. Kind of named and shamed that that you broke your challenge. I don't know if because of that, or maybe because you just broke the challenge. You seem to just kind of ease up instead of refocusing and trying to continue and go strong for the rest of the time. You just kind of thought, oh yeah, I already messed up, so I might as well just give up. Not really give up, but just keep doing it. Keep doing the thing that I wasn't supposed to be doing for the 7 days, if you get what I'm saying. So that was something I noticed. So in the future, when if you do need to do something like this, sometimes you'll need to, maybe you form a bad habit and it's going to affect you negatively for something you really want to achieve. Maybe you've been struggling in interviews because you bite your nails a lot, or you shake your leg a lot, or you have these nervous tendencies, and that's the kind of feedback you get from your interviewers, that you need to be more steady. If that's the case, you have to try to quit that habit, and it's going to be difficult, and you probably won't be able to do it in one go. So even if you do fail, you have to realize it's not over until you quit, so keep going. If you fail, that's fine. You can feel upset, that's normal. You can feel a bit disappointed, that's normal, but it's not the end of the world. You just failed just that one time, but it doesn't mean you can't keep going, right? So, have that mindset, have that resilience, that keyword, to keep going. not sure if what else I was going to. I think that was about it. I hope you all had a great Easter. Like after, in hindsight, I think I shouldn't have chosen the 7-day challenge a week before Easter, or I shouldn't have done the junk food one, because as soon as I finished, 2 days after it was Easter, and I just started eating all that chocolate, and I did not feel good the last few days. It was definitely not good for me. It was fun, but then not afterwards. Yeah, I hope you all had having a great Easter, even though it's pouring like crazy right now. But I hope you enjoyed the last 2 days. We still have today and tomorrow just to relax. Some of you might be doing some last minute work, and for those of you who have been keeping on top of things, you could easily afford to relax these 4 days. So well done if you are one of those few people to, you've been keeping on top of everything, being consistent, and you can have rest. And for those of you who've been doing it last minute, well, let this be a good lesson. If you're still gonna just relax this weekend, that's fine, but you might find it tough in the coming few days when everything starts being due. Yeah, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. And for the rest of you who want CPS, thanks for following and me in doing that 7-day challenge and helping out with suggestions on Twitter and words of encouragement and discouragement. It's been great. It was a really good experience. I hope you, even though you're not here anymore, you go to your own schools, it'd be a great thing to just do, especially if you have nothing to do. If school's not challenging you, do it. If school's not really challenging you in any special way, challenge yourself, do it. Say, I'm not going to play any games for 3 days. Normally more than 3 days is good, because 3 days is that, I find, is the easy part. The first day is really hard, and then day 2 and 3 go really quickly, and then you just go, oh, that's easy. And you'll find if you try to quit anything or start anything for more than 3 days, after 3 days, it's normally when people kind of either stop the quitting or stop the new thing that they're trying to pick up. So, yeah, it's a great experience. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about the thing you're trying to start or quit. You learn a lot about other people around you, just because you're in this changing, uncomfortable environment. You tend to absorb more in. I feel you're not in a comfort zone, so your brain's constantly alert, because you have to be aware. If you're, for example, trying to quit talking, you have to be aware of that, which means your brain is constantly active rather than being comfortable and going through the motions. So I would definitely recommend this for all those of you in high school. For some reason, if I have people who aren't in high school and above just randomly passing by watching this, I recommend you do this too. Especially if you're an adult and you finish school, because that's when we really get into our comfort zones and we really just have our own routine. So, yeah, give it a go, guys. It's great. And if 7 days is too easy, do 14. If 14 days is too easy, do more. You know what I mean. So, yeah, good luck. I hope you do well. And if you do, please keep us posted on your Twitter. I'll cheer you on. Yeah, happy Easter.